Donald Trump done did it. He has violated the gag order. Told you so. Will the judge hold him accountable as if Trump is a human being and nothing else? Put up the picture full mass. We're talking about the Stormy Daniels case. Per media, Donald Trump appeared to violate the gag order set forth by Judge Juan Merchan, who is overseeing the former president's trial in New York over hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. On Wednesday, Trump decided to go on Truth Social and quoted comments made about potential jurors. Fox News host Jesse Waters on the 5 Wednesday night. That's when it happened. Trump wrote, quote, the Fox host, they are catching undercover liberal activists lying to the judge in order to get on the Trump jury. Jesse Waters. This is a clear violation of the gag order. This is clearly to intimidate members of the jury. This is clearly an offense that any other judge would have held or would in fact hold the defendant accountable. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. There's more. That post appears to be in direct violation of Merchan's gag order, a reality highlighted by Just Security's Ryan Goodman, who shared screen grabs of both the Truth Social post and a section from the gag order, writing, quote, on the left, New York judge's gag order prohibiting Trump from making public statements about any prospective juror or any juror in this criminal proceeding. On the right, Trump making public statements about prospective jurors in this criminal proceeding, in his criminal trial. Now, Jeffrey Toobin has something to say. Here it is.
If the former president posted on his social media platform tonight, quoting a Fox host who said, quote, they are catching undercover liberal activists lying to the judge in order to get on the Trump jury, end quote. Is that permissible given the gag order on Trump?
I don't think so.
And also, what do you make of the merits of that claim?
Well, I think it's false, but more importantly, it's clearly, I think, an attempt to intimidate jurors, and it is clearly barred by the gag order in this case. I mean, Donald Trump doesn't seem to realize that he is now a criminal defendant, and criminal defendants have different and lesser rights than ordinary citizens. They are not allowed to interfere in the trial process, especially when there is a gag order that specifically addresses attempts to intimidate jurors. I mean, it is just not permissible. And
yeah, good to see Toobin working again after that little incident. Put up the picture full mass. The graphic of the actual directive is simple. Per a screen cap shared by Goodman, the gag order section reads, making or directing others to make public statements about any prospective juror or any juror in this criminal proceeding. End quote. Trump violated the gag order. Will he be held accountable? CNN's Jeffrey Toobin says to Anderson, yeah, of course. Of course, this is a violation. If this sort of social media post was permissible under the gag order, Toobin argued that it was an apparent attempt to intimidate jurors, which is clearly barred. We've been here before. I've said Trump not only will violate the gag order, when he's not held accountable, he is then more so deified in front of his cronies. And this is why it is important to hold him accountable to the normative processes. This is why, to me, it was important for Sheriff Patrick Labatt of Fulton County to have Trump be fingerprinted, get a mug shot, get arrested, get booked, and then post bond, get released. That process was important. It should have happened in Manhattan, and it definitely should happen here. This individual is only one human being. He's one person. He's one person. If you keep treating him like he is an army, if you keep treating him like he is deity, if you keep treating him as if the rules do not apply to him, his followers become more empowered. You will embolden his progress as a tyrant. Hold him accountable. Treat him like anyone else. Stop bending to political pressures. Stop bending to the winds of the politics of now. Do what's right. You, judge, have a job to protect members of that jury. And then you have a job to protect the process known as the proceeding. He has intentionally interfered with that process. There must be significant penalty for doing so now. All right, dear sister, this is something that, number one, we all knew he would end up doing it, right? After the gag order.
Absolutely.
And two, I said clearly, Judge, if you're not going to enforce the damn gag order, please don't give it to him. Don't even say it. Because when he pushes the line, you make him look like he's more than human if you don't hold him accountable. What say you?
Yeah, absolutely. You give him all the power, right? And we've heard this line from plenty of people in Trump world, including Alina Habba said it also. It's no surprise that these trials are taking place in these liberal hotbeds with these liberal jurors like New York City and Atlanta and Washington, D.C. But that's where these alleged crimes were allegedly committed, right? Trump was actively doing business and operating out of New York City for like his entire professional career. So hopefully Judge Merchan sticks to his guns on this one. Trump is used to getting away with things. There's a reason why they call him Teflon Don. But as Toobin pointed out, he is a criminal defendant who is under a gag order. He can't just say everything he wants to. And if he's held in contempt, he could be charged a $1,000 fine per offense or sent to prison for 30 days or both. But for a guy like Trump, $1,000 is hardly a penalty. He was fined millions of dollars for a past conviction, and then he just repeated the offense. It wasn't anything to him. It's like what they say, when the penalty is a monetary penalty, then it's only a crime for the not wealthy. So that said, I feel like the fear of public backlash, if they send Trump to prison for those 30 days, will be enough to keep him out of prison. So really, I think we can just expect to see more of this kind of behavior from him.
Yeah, you're probably correct, but we will follow, update as it comes.